We all have goals to work out more and eat healthy, but in the meantime, there are some easy tricks to looking slimmer, dressing to fit your body. And here to talk about that is local fashion consultant Lindsay Manilaki. Thanks a lot for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You know, there are clearly some things you can do without counting a single calorie or lifting a single weight.
Yes, there are.
That can really make you look better. And the first one you say is, which maybe sounds a little counterintuitive, is don't buy your clothes too big.
It's true. A lot of women are so afraid that their clothes are too tight that they buy them way too large, and it is not flattering at all. And especially with pants, and not only with pants, but also with shirts. A lot of the time people focus so much on their pant size that they just kind of grab a shirt, medium, large, and just throw it on. And you really want to pay attention to the shoulders on your shirt, the seam on the shoulders. You don't want it to be down below.
So it should be right here at the shoulder.
Yes, what you have on is great. It's right on your shoulder.
Okay.
Your seam should be right on your shoulders, because anything below that is really just not going to be flattering, and it's going to make you seem slouchier and not as pulled together as you want to be.
And then what about through the body, through the, the waistline area?
You want your pants to stay with your shape and not to be a box.
Not to just fall from the widest
Even if you
point.
feel like your shape is not the greatest or the most flattering, it's always going to be better for your clothing to follow your shape than just to be a straight box, because that's no one's shape. No one is just straight everywhere. And you just want it to be, obviously you don't want to go way too far the other way, which is way too tight, but really you want your pants and all of your clothing to truly fit your size, no matter what size that is.
Okay, skim your body.
Yes.
Number 2, make sure your pants are long enough. This adds inches, doesn't it?
It does, and I'm a very short individual, as you know, and it is amazing the difference between pant lengths. And I actually brought some pictures.
Right, and let's take a look at this.
Lengths. And this would be an example of too short, pants that are too short with heels. And you really want to be, and this is an example of, now this is the right length with flats, actually.
Okay.
That's what you're looking for when you have on a flat.
With the straight leg, there's a little bit of break.
There is, and I have another picture of that's the correct pant length with a heel.
So it should be really touching right at the top of your...
The end of your toe is what you want it to touch, because it will be halfway down the back of the heel.
And compared to that other picture, I think that's going to add 2 inches to your height,
and
which
this
makes
is
you
too
look thinner.
short with flats.
Okay.
And what you really want to do is, what I always recommend is buy them too long and have them altered.
Okay.
And wear your shoes that you want to wear your pants with. Wear them when you go to have the pants altered, and also wash and dry them if they're jeans before you have them altered.
Absolutely.
Because they will shrink. And you get there and they tell you that, and you're
already there.
Yes, and then you have to go back home. But it's always better to buy them too long and have them hemmed exactly the right length, because once they're too short, you can't go the other way.
That's right. You can't put fringe on the bottom. Okay, draw attention to the smallest part of your body.
Yes, you always want to use this trick. And even with pants, a lot of times you see what's described as the muffin top, and that's because whoever is wearing the jeans at the time, it stops at the widest part of their body, and so you want a higher waistband. Like for those of us that have had 4 kids, something like that. Like on me, I've had a lot of children, and I always want to draw attention up here, because have had a lot of children, my tummy might not be what I want it to be. So you always want to look for attention drawing to the smallest part of your body.
Okay, and then finally make sure your tops are the right length.
Yes, and this is something that, once again, if you wear your shirts untucked, a lot of people don't really think about, and you always, a good margin, and I brought some pictures too. This is the perfect length. You want to find your hip bone and go 2 inches below.
Okay.
You never want your shirt to stop at the widest part of your hips, because it's going to make it look like the rest of your body is that width, when actually it's not.
And again, it gives you that boxy, that square.
So you want to go past the widest part of your hips, and you want your shirt to stop there.
Okay, is that one?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Yes, and you do not want it to be, it's always better to have it a little bit longer than to have your shirt be too short.
All right, Lindsay, these are great tips. I'm going to be keeping those in mind.
I'll be watching.
Okay, thank you. You can find Lindsay online at www.fashionph.com.